Dead-Tarman back with another horror figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at a figure and a character that I can say means a lot to me because Return of the Living Dead, if you guys have not seen Return of the Living Dead, I highly recommend you guys check it out. Shout Factory or Scream Factory just released a special edition of Return of the Living Dead, and Return of the Living Dead holds a special place for me because it was the first zombie film I ever watched, and this movie has everything. I originally reviewed this a few years ago. I ended up selling it off a while ago. I don't know why I did that, but I managed to pick it up again. Anyways, before I get into that, it's going to be kind of a long intro, guys. So Return of the Living Dead is a movie that has a little bit of dark humor. Zombies run, they talk, they eat brains. I think I'm pretty sure this is where the whole, zombie brains originated from. And these ones are pretty much hard to kill. So I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but it takes place, it's in the 80s. It's got punkers. It's just a fun movie. It spawned like, I think 5 or 6 sequels. The first one is by far the best. And the second one wasn't so bad. It had some of the main characters in there, and Tarman, which is who we're reviewing right now, made a little cameo in it as well. Now, this figure right here, when it first came out, it was retailed at $20. And since then it went up over $100. I think like the cheapest you can get is over $100. And then Amazon recently on the because the maker of this is Amok, you can see right there in Monstars, and their page on Amazon, they're selling it for $30 or $34, I think is what it is. So there was 5 left. I posted it on Instagram so people can grab it, and then they sold out. And then jumped back up on their Amok store on Amazon. It went back up to $100. And then they had 20 more in stock. I think it still might be in stock, guys. So if you're interested in the Tarman, definitely go try Amazon, okay? Just type in Return of the Living Dead Tarman and look under the Amok store. So this is the packaging right here. It's in a nice clamshell packaging. You can see the Return of the Living Dead logo right there, Tarman action figure. And you get an image right here on the side of Tarman. Right there on the back, there's a little bit of a read-up. This is the first ever Return of the Living Dead action figure. Tarman zombies featured ball-jointed neck, shoulders, opening jaw, and display base with trioxin canister and brain. You can see like there's a punker spray painting that right there. Oh God, again, you guys have to see this movie. I would say it is probably my favorite zombie movie alongside the original Dawn of the Dead by George Romero. But here's the bottom right here, Return of the Living Dead. There's another image right there. And again, just like the packaging said, there's not a lot of Tarman figures. I think this is pretty much the only action figure they ever made. And I think that the same thing goes with any of Return of the Living Dead figures for the franchise. We're already going on almost 3 minutes of rambling here. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and not waste any more time. Show you everything that Tarman does come with. So you get the base. Now the base is very cool. So you get a little part right here, a little blood splatter, and it's a little kind of like indentation to where you can put the brain accessory. We'll get to the brain accessory in a second. So there's this little part right here on the base, and this is like a concrete base. You have 2 big peg holes, and these are very big. Not peg holes, pegs. See 2 big pegs right there, and this looks to be like some kind of maybe like a pipe. Looks like some kind of a pipe that's on there. There's some pieces of wood that are there, and just a bunch of little like debris and trash and whatnot. You have the wall right here, and it's got a little bit of like a slime or dirt or mildew, something on right there on the brick wall, which is sculpted really nice. So the flooring and everything looks great. So does the wood, the little rocks and everything. And then we have the canister right there with Tarman in there, if it's supposed to be Tarman. Now see, one thing I wish, and I mentioned this when I originally reviewed this, I mean, even though I like this, I don't understand why it's on the wall. I don't know why they just didn't give us a full canister, like a trash can size canister with a viewing on the top viewing like this. So it's kind of weird that it's on the wall because it was never on the wall in the movie. They were just in canisters that were on the floor. But either way, it's still a great display piece. There is some assembly required. It just comes apart in 2 pieces like this, and then you just slide it in just like that. But there is the base, which I think is great. So you get the base, and then you get this very cool brain accessory, and you can see it has a bite right in it. So you can see that. That's missing a little chunk of the brain, but it looks awesome. I do love this. It's a great little piece to have. Very cool. So you get a brain little accessory. Here we have Tarman. So this zombie, He's pretty movie accurate. Now I'm going to tell you off the bat, it is very limited in articulation, but to be honest with you, I personally don't care because it's a zombie, it's Tarman, it's from Return of the Living Dead, so it's awesome. Now you can see a close-up on the head sculpt right here. He does look like he did just at, you know, straight out of the movie. He's got the big eyes, big blue eyes. You can see kind of like the skin color right here, or the skull. No, it's the skull. I think that's supposed to be like blood residue right there on the top of the head. But look at the detailing. You can see that right there. And then you have the mouth, the teeth. Now the jaw and mine's a little bit loose. It does come off, and you know, the mouth stays open. You can see the tongue in there. And then you have his ears. So it's very cool. Just awesome detailing. And then you have his ragged body, like the ragged clothes. So he's still wearing his clothes, and they call him Tarman because he looks like he's like covered in tar. You can see some of the bony, you know, the rib cage right there. You can see the rib cage and the, you know, ragged clothes. You can see his bony arms, and then you have the spinal cord right here on the back. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the detailing on that. Awesome. Shoulder blades right there. Looks so cool. Very, very nicely detailed. And then he's just got skinny little bony arms, and then his hands right here, which are just covered in black like goop. You can see that. Very awesome. And then you have the lower part right here of the body, and you can see again just more ragged clothes. And this is all kind of like a soft rubber material. And then the pants, just some black pants, and you can see it's kind of like dripping in that tar-like fluid. And then you have his feet, or bones. Bony feet, you can see right there. You can kind of see some nails in there too. And then he has the big peg holes where you can peg into the base. But overall, this guy just looks awesome. But again, like I mentioned, the articulation on him is going to be very weak. He does have rotation in the head. The head doesn't go up and down, but the mouth does open, like I mentioned. The arms go in and out, and I guess you can kind of, you know, they go in and out and forward and back. No hand articulation, no elbow, no bend at the elbow, so he's pretty much kind of just, you know, stuck in that kind of pose that you have him in. No waist articulation, no leg articulation, no foot articulation, so he's almost like a statue. But to be honest with you, I don't care because this is a badass figure. Here he is standing next to the NECA Jason Voorhees San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. That figure is about 7 inches, so you can see he's pretty much in scale with them. Very, very cool right there. You know, the size comparison, he fits well with 6-7 inch scale figures. Now, if you wanted to, he can hold on to the brain. If you wanted to display him holding on to the brain, you can hold on to it. There you have it, guys. There's my review. We're taking a look at the Amok Time Monstars Return of the Living Dead Tarman, one of my favorite zombies. You get a really cool display base with the canister there, and you get an extra, you know, brain accessory, and you get the freaking badass Tarman right here. Again, he's weak in articulation, but for display, you know, purposes, he is awesome. I hope one day they do make more Return of the Living Dead figures or another Tarman version. I think, you know, we deserve to get another one. Return of the Living Dead is one of my favorite zombie movies. Let me know what you guys think about this, guys, about this figure. Do you have it? If not, go to Amazon.com right now and order this from the Amok Times store. Thanks for watching, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.